if you did the previous practice video, then you would have come across these two. Memorize these two, very important. So when you see this here, translate it. So at the moment it's log base a, so this is your base here. So when you translate it, will be a to the power of what will give me this, will give me a to the x. You see, if you put x into here, then this side will equal this side here. That's why this x here is this x here. Okay, so this will equals this here. Very important, memorize this. And also, when you come to translate this, this is your base a here. So a to the power of what will give us 1. You see, if you put 0 into here, then this side will equal this side here. That's why this thing here is 0. Again, memorize this. Okay, so now let's move on now. So now let's look at a graph of y equals 10 to the power of x here. Now 10 to the power of x will give you this. So if I were to give you what is log base 10 of, let's say this here is 100. Okay, it's 100. So this point here is 100 here. So what is this here? So when you look at this graph, well, when you translate this here, this here is your base. So you should be thinking 10 to the power of what will give me 100. And then you know here the answer must be 2. So the answer here is 2, and you can see that here. You see, if you put 2, so if you put 2 into the x here, 10 squared equals 100. Okay, or if I was to ask you what's log base 10 of let's say this point here, which is 1000 of 1000 here, what is it? Well, you would look at this here. This is your base, so you would translate it as 10 to the power of what will give me this 1000. Will give me 1000 here. You see, if you put a 3 into here, then 10 to the power of 3 will give you 1000. So the answer here is 3. And you can see that from this here. But here's the thing. What happens if it's somewhere in between? Like let's say this point here. So this level here is 300. 300 is here. So it's like me asking you, what is log base 10 of 300 here? So what's the answer? The answer is going to be somewhere around here. So what you do is you jump to your calculator. There should be a button on your calculator with this looking like this, log. Okay, there should be a button looking something like this here. Well, on this calculator here. Well, to work this out here, you would well, it depends on your calculator. Sometimes, well, just somehow get an adult to help you. You want to press the log button, and then something like this would come up, and then you punch in the 300 here. That's this 300 here. Close it off, and then press the equal button. And then, well, on this calculator, I have to punch in 300, and then I punch in the log button. Your calculator might be different. So I would punch in 300, and then push the log button. And this here will give me 2.4, I'm going to round off to 2.48. Okay, so 2.48. Okay, so what when you come to translate this here, looking at this here, this is your base 10 here. So 10 to the power of what will give me 300, will give me this 300 here. Well, the answer happens to be this. So if you put this into here, so let's check it now. Hang on, let me clear this. So if I punch in 10 to the power of 2.48. Well, don't forget this 2.48 has been rounded off, so it might be slightly out, slightly. You see, it's slightly out, but it's near enough 300. Here's 302. But that's how you do it. Okay, let's give you another example here. Let's say this point here. Okay, this point here is 900 here. 900. So what is log base 10? By the way, if we omit the 10, we're going to default it. Your calculator, when you push the log button, your calculator will default it as log base 10. Okay, so in the future, I will give you log base, let's say 7. But for the time being, let's just stick to log base 10. So when you push this log button, the calculator will automatically default it as log base 10. Okay. Well, anyway, for you, what is this? Log of 900. Remember, I've omitted the 10 here. You can put the 10 in here if you want. So what is log base 10 of 900? So when you come to translate this, it will be this base 10 here. So 10 to the power of what will give me 900. Looking at this graph, you can guess it's going to be 2.9 somewhere around there. But then get your calculator to do it. So now punch in log and then 900 and then press equal. So on my calculator, I have to punch in, hang on, let me clear this. Where's the clear button? Okay, here. So I've got to punch in 900 and then press the log button here. So this will be 2.95. So here it will be 2.95. You see, when you put this thing here into this bubble here, 10 to the power of 2.95, it will give you, well, if you get this to be really accurate, then it will give you 900. Okay. So another one here. Let's say this point here, 1,200. So what is the log of 1,200? So get your calculator. So when you translate this, remember this is to the base 10. When there's no base here, you have to default it to 10. So here, when you come to translate this, it will be 10 to the power of what will give me 1,200. Then jump to your calculator, punch in log 1200, and then press the equal sign. On this calculator, hang on, this one here will be 1200, and then push the log button. It will give you 3.08. 3.08 here. Looking at this here, move it across here. You can see that this point here is just slightly over the 3 mark, and it happens to be 3.08. So if you put 3.08 into here, it should give you near enough this 1,200. Okay.